I heard you want to be successful in 2024. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it in 5 simple steps. Let's go. Step number 1, you need to define what success looks like to you. Success is subjective. That means that whatever it means to you is what it is. For some people, that's going to be familial success. For other people, that's going to be monetary success, social success, emotional success, mental success, physical success. Take a moment right now and figure out, what does success mean to me? All right, so I've given you a moment to think about that. Let's move into step number 2. Step number 2 is to create a plan of action. All right, I know everybody tells you this step, but listen up. In this step, you're going to create a step-by-step plan of action. Not a vague plan of action, but a plan of action where X plus Y equals Z, not X plus vagueness gets you to Z, right? No. For example, if let's say that your success is familial success, you want to get closer to your family members and make a bigger impact on their life. Well, in step 1, for example, you'd have reach out to family members. Step number 2, set a date to spend time with family members. Step number 3, write down family members' interests. Step number 4, buy family members gifts. Do things with family members that align with their interests. Step number 5, success, right? Step-by-step plan of action on how we are going to achieve by executing this 2024. Let's go. And that leads us now into our step number 3 for this video. And that is to combine your plan of action with your everyday life into one seamless path that you can simply walk down with ease. The way that we do this is, for example, if you work 10 hours a day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., then in your plan of action and your integration with your everyday life, you'd say, okay, every day I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m. and I'm going to execute from 7 until 9 a.m. And then when I get home from work, even though my butt is tired than ever, I'm going to at 12:30 or 1 a.m. I'm going to work for an hour every single day. When you integrate your plan into your everyday life, this becomes your schedule. It's your everyday thing that you do. So make sure you keep that in mind. Make sure it works for you. If you're not a morning person, keep that in mind. If you're not a night person, keep that in mind. If you need 8 hours of sleep, keep that in mind. If you only need 4, then great. What works for you? You need to take some time to integrate the two. And that leads us into step number 4, which is to practice tactical patience. Now, what is tactical patience? Well, let's break it down here. So the word tactical, as described in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, is being adroit in planning or maneuvering for a purpose. Or in other words, the skillful use of your hands or your mind in planning or maneuvering for a purpose. What do we know that patience is? Patience is waiting on something, right? So when we combine tactical with patience, what do we get? We get waiting on my plan. You need to wait on your plan, or in other words, plan the wait. You need to plan ahead of time for those times where your family members are not calling you back. They're not texting you back. So you have to wait for their response. You can't get anxious and scared and move on to the next plan and the next thing. Because if your success was to grow closer to them and you just move on, when they don't respond, you will fail. So we need to plan ahead of time that, hey, when they don't reach out, what do? We take a deep breath. And we wait. We practice tactical patience and we wait for our plan to self-execute before we continue moving forward. And that brings us into step number 5. Step number 5 is one thing at a time. I know we all know the saying, a jack of all trades is a master of none. But for those who know, the full saying is a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes is better than a master of one. And why is this important in our case? Because doesn't that contradict what we're saying, right? Wait on one thing, right? Be a jack of all trades is oftentimes better. No, in this case, being a master of one is what you will need to execute this 2024. Focus, hunker down on one thing so that you cannot lose. Or better said by serial entrepreneur Alex Hormozi, if I do not quit, I cannot lose. Do not quit. Keep chugging forward by focusing on one thing at a time every single day. This will get you closer and closer and closer to your success. You cannot lose if you do not quit, and you will not quit if you focus on one thing at a time. And I know that there was only 5 steps, but there's actually a 6th. And that 6th step is so vitally important. So click off if you're not interested in achieving your success this 2024. But if you're really feeling pumped right now and you're ready to go, then you need to hear this, because this is what will get you kickstarted on actually executing. It is proven that if you write something down, you will increase your memory retention. You will strengthen your brain power, your mind. So vital for success, and you will increase your chances of success. So go ahead if you haven't already and write those 5 things down. If you gained anything insightful from this video, make sure that you don't like my video. Don't comment, please. Do not comment on this video, and absolutely do not subscribe to my channel or turn on post notifications for more content on how to be successful in 2024.